Can he hold it in? They go too wide.
This battle for 13th and 14th, they go side by side into the castle.
He's at P2.
What is
War
happening?
Machine's at P1.
Oh, there is
One. Oh, wins against the move done. Hello, ladies and gentle people. How are you beautiful people doing? Welcome back to OCE Tier number 1. We're here for round number 6 for the Hungarian Grand Prix as we wait for people to press A, which is such a difficult task, which everybody's going to be pressing A if they want to upshift. But pressing A is becoming an absolute joke now. So if people did not start pressing A very quickly, well then penalties are going to come their way. We've got full grid here tonight. Full grid, which is fantastic to see. Let's see. We have Jared back racing in Tier 1 once again. He's reserving for Mercedes. Mad Dog in the Haas. Let's see who else we got. We got Pinju racing in the McLaren. Pinju full time in the McLaren. Sea-Line making a step up. He's racing. He raced Tier 3, Tier 2, and now he's racing in Tier 1. We got Wolf in the McLaren here tonight. We got Poms in the Alpine, and that is it. Those are the reserves here tonight. So, looking forward to seeing how people will go out, as Wolf is the first man out on track. So, he's the first one to set some lap times, and everybody is on the soft compound tyres. So, while we wait, let's just have a look at the championship standings. So, as you can see, Jared leads Ryan by, 23 points. So Jared has just under a race win ahead of Ryan, but if last season Hungary is going to be here happening here tonight, well then everyone else might be in for a bit of trouble. Back up into P6 after that P4 last week. Chris up in the P11, Rolo P13 as we have a look all the way down the numbers as Wolf has gone for a couple of spins. And as you can see, the constructors, Williams are up in front, 154 points. Aston Martin on 95. Ferrari 3rd. Red Bull 4th. Mercedes are 5th. And then we got Alfa Tauri, or Alfa Romeo, Alfa Tauri, Alpine, Haas, and McLaren on one singular point. And it's not looking any more promising for the McLaren team. Alright, so after that spin, Wolf will be the first person to set a lap time coming into turn number 1. It looks like he's backed off massively. Well, he's going, but coming towards turn number 1 didn't look that great, as now Wolf very fast through that sector. It actually is flattened. Wolf has evidently backed off. He's not. Burke out on track. He's about to start his lap. Sea-Line out there, and he'll be the first person, barring any invalidations, to set a lap time. And let's have a look. Have a look at the first sector time split. It is a 27.5. He can obviously go quicker than that. This is obviously the first runs. The track not up to scratch just yet. So we're just going to have to wait and see how this will play out. A Sea-Line, middle sector. So you want to be like 54s in the middle sector. Let's have a look at Sea-Line's. It's a 54.8. Well, there we go. There we go. C line 54.8 in the first two sectors. Now this last sector is probably where his strong suit is, which is only a couple of corners anyway. But final corner opens up DRS. Wolf sets the first lap, but C line goes to the top with a 16.7, and we're into the 16s already. As Acrylics goes to the top with a 16.5. Valet goes to the top with a 16.3, so obviously 15s are the absolute goal here. 15s is what people want, as Winter goes to the top with a 16.1. A 16, I say, yeah, that's a 16.0 for Master Berserk. 16.094, not too shabby. So C-Line about 7/10 off his teammate here tonight, so it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. If Pinja goes up into P6, make that P7 Showtime goes up into P6. Well, there it is. There's the first 15. There is the first 15 as Sergio Warden goes up into P4 with a 16.250. So the times are starting to come in thick and fast here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at Chris. It's a 54.7 middle sector, so that's quicker than C-Line's time. So let's have a look-see. Let's just have a look-see. Let's see how Chris will finish this lap time as Wolf goes up into P9. The two Ferraris are out on track. As Chris across the line, it is P6. Well, Joe just comes out and puts in a 15.5. Well, there we go. The marker has been set as Poms goes up into P9. Noodles P14. I obviously had a major mistake somewhere. Mad Dog 27.5 in the first sector. That's not great. Where's Kahoot? There he is. Mickey's gone for a spin. Where's Rilo? There he's right. It's 54.2 in that middle sector. So he's a half a second quicker than C-Line's time currently. Rilo, final corner. It's going to be a 15.9 P3. P3. Let's have a look. It's 55.3 for Mad Dog. It's not great. And it's 17th for Mad Dog as Ryan goes to the top now with a 15.5. Kahoot P4 with a 15.9. So there we go. So times are starting to come in. It's 27.6. I think that's due to Noodles' time. He's 3.5 seconds up, Mickey. Oh, Noodles has gone for a spin. Noodles has... Oh, well, that's a reset. I think he might have got himself beached. So that's probably one thing to watch out for here tonight. Is if you get beached, you can reset. It's a 54.8 for J-Rad. Which is like a 10th down on C-Line in the middle sector. Oh, the internet issues. J-Rad coming across the line. It's going to be a 16.8 P14. And C-Line back out there. Same with Master Berserk as well. So the two Alpha lads coming out. And they've got Winter in between them. Where is Valet? There he is. He's also out on track. As Mad Dog's gone for another... I think Mad Dog improved his time to a 17.5. And Mickey's invalidated, so he'll obviously come into the pits. So we do have a Warden hot lap. Let's hope that's none of this next lap. Invalidation. And yellow flags coming out every which way. So, we got a ride on board with the Checo man himself in the Williams. And here is the onboard lap with Warden 99. And Warden obviously made a mistake. As Krillix is out. Burke goes up into P3 with a 15.6. Sea Lion's up into P10 with a 16.3. Winter improved to P4 with a 15.9 flat. So Krillix is out. So from Poms down, they can meet a 16.5. Not too bad as Valet goes up into P4, 15.8. Oh, excuse me. Showtime's about to start his next run. Jared goes even quicker with a 15.2. Could we see someone into the 14s? I think... Who was that? It was Relics. No, it was Chris. So I'm not sure what happened there between Ryan and Chris. That could be a penalty coming Chris's way. Maybe as Pendrew goes up into 13th. Wolf is out. He's crashed. He's crashed outside the pits at the final corner. No, it was Wolf. It was Wolf. I do apologise, Pinju. Let's have a look at Noodles. Can Noodles, the Mr. Saturday himself, qualifies well, but only goes 13th. A 16.5. We got the Haas 19th for 20. Absolute no shock right there. And Showtime goes up into 16th with 16.7. And Warden did go for another lap, so I do apologise. What now? We didn't see Warden's hot lap. Well, it's a 15.9, but he stays P6. Stays P6. Cahoot's down in the middle sector. That's not good for the Ferrari lad. Can he at least get relics? Can Cahoot get relics here across the line? Oh, it's a little bit wide. No, he can't. No, he can't. J-Road improves to a 16.7. Mad Dog's down. And Mickey's boxing again. And Mad Dog's out. And I would think, yeah, I think Sergio, Cahoot, and Jared are all coming in. No, he's gone for another lap. It's interesting. Well, let's take an on-board lap with Warden anyway. Warden back into the pit. So, under 3 to go. Winter's out. Sea Lion's out and Noodles is out. Now the question is, do they have enough fuel for maybe 2 runs? Or have they just gone out for 1 final run? Jared, championship leader, in prime position for pole position. Ryan, who is currently P2 in the championship, is also P2. Burke in P3 as well. Cahoot's also out there. He's gone a little bit early, but I suppose he might need to for that track. What can Valet do? Has had a couple of subpar races by his standards, and the chat is that Valet is actually pretty confident with this track, but seeing Jared's time to Valet's time, 6/10, it's a mighty big gap. The Noodles is going to wait for he's going to go again. But Sea Lion on a debut into T1. Let's just do this on board lap with Sea Lion. Oh, he's gone on that. That's just internet. So that is fantastic. Let's have a look at Sea Lion. Let's see how he does on this lap. It's not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, a bit of oversteer. Let's have a look. He's half a second down, yeah, so he might just have to... Yeah, he's turned off his ERS. He might just have to wait. Cahoot's gone out for another lap. Valet as well. Sergio, there he is. We've got 50 seconds to go. And Mickey is out there on track as well, so he will make it to the finishing line. There's an absolute car park at the final corner here, ladies and gentlemen. But, as promised to what now? Here is Warden's final hot lap run with 30 seconds to go. I'll leave the timing boards up so everybody can see what is going on. And there it is. So Sergio cannot improve. Let's have a look at relics across the line. It's a 15.5. Jared's still out there. Ryan is a tenth and a bit up, but it's not enough. He needs to find more time in this final sector. Jared's in the 14th. Rilo's P4. Ryan, he goes P2. Here goes P2. Noodles up at the P10. He's up at the P10. What's Burke doing? He's coming into the pits. He's coming into the pits. Same with Pinch, and that is it. That is it. Jared is on pole position ahead of Ryan Relics Rilo. Burke up into P4. And Valet down into P6. 4/10 the gap. Four-tenths the gap between Jared and Valet. Oh, it's going to be interesting to note what the weather is going to be, so I better get this screenshots just in case we have to do a lobby restart. So there it is, and Mad Dog gets Drunk Driver Award here tonight, 2.2 behind the leader, so congratulations to Mad Dog. Mickey gets ahead of both Wolf and Mad Dog, who did DNF. Acrylics gets P16 after his crash. So there we go. C-Line 14th, a second behind Jared. So I think C-Line might be okay with that. He's in the mid-pack, so turn line going to be interesting. As we know, with Hungary, it can either be bone dry or it can absolutely chuck it down, as we saw in Tier 2 last night, as we head to the grid. Well, there we go. Well, what now? Unfortunately, your prediction's gone because it's wet. Oh, wow. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And someone has readied up. So there we go. I would assume it is full wet to start. Now, if we think back to the Imola sprint race, I know it's a sprint race. It was most of the grid started on the wets, but a couple of people did start on the inters. Now, obviously, there's less laps in the Imola sprint than there is here. Is anybody going to risk the inters straight up? It looks like everybody's on inters. No, it's wets. So there we go. It's a full wet tyre start. Nobody went the inters. Probably it is absolutely chucking it down here at Hungary. So back-to-back races in Tier 2 and Tier 1. Or Tier 2 was a full wet race. I'm pretty sure it was. Now, Tier 1 is a wet start. Question is, well, couple of questions. One, how many safety cars are we going to get? And two, are we going to see any inters? 35 laps. Jared is on pole. And if you remember last season, Jared had an absolute mare last season, apart from the end, where it just started raining and the track got flooded within half a lap. Jared, Wilco, and I think it was Hello there that got onto the podium along with Jared, all went onto the inters under the last safety car restart. Everyone else stayed out. So and that's what Jared won Jared's strategy of the season award. Because no one was going to beat that, because both myself and Mitchell were saying, why is he coming on inters? It's still bone dry. But obviously we will prove it. Oh my god, the internet. It is Tier 1 though. It is Tier 1 though. So you would expect the skill to be right up there. Here we go. Here we go. And it's lights out, and away we go. Jay gets on the line very, very well, but so does Rilo. He's moving up into P3. He's up into P2 already. Burke, he's already up into. He stays in P5. He's been squeezed by Valet. Rilo's up into P2. Jag gets away cleanly, but Ryan gets back up into P2. Valet gets Burke. Valet gets Burke. So here we go. It's all kicking off. Cahoots down in the 9th and 10th. Ryan and Rilo going side by side. Oh! And Valet's up in a P5. So maybe that's why Valet was a little bit slow in qualifying. He may put on a wet setup. And Jared's got a second gap already. But Rilo is on the hunt on that Ferrari. Mercedes v Ferrari. Where have we heard that before? We've got a Red Bull in the mixture as well. We've got an Aston Martin. Look at oh, he thought about it going down the inside. Ceylon's up in the P10. Winter P11. Chris is up in the P12. He's up in the P12. Wolf and Acrylics went down a couple of spots as well, but Wolf gets ahead of Mad Dog, who's up in the 16th. Has had a 5-place grid up. And now, as we complete lap number 1, it's just kind of stabled out a little bit. Just stabled out a little bit. ERS use is going to be interesting. Might be key here. But it is so easy to save ERS when it's raining. As Warden and let's watch this from Ceylon's perspective here. He could be on here as Kahoot goes a little bit deep. Warden with the switchback of dreams. Breaks early and gets the switchback. Gets the traction down. But Kahoot's not giving up without a fight here. Oh, let's have a look. The gap's been given. The gap's been given. There's no contact between the Williams and the Ferrari. And the Williams gets ahead of Kahoot. The Williams does get ahead of Kahoot. And here we go. We're going to be in a train sequence as Wolf and Mickey are going at it as well for 14th and 15th. But Wolf is 1.7 behind Showtime. He's just right there though. Can Wolf close that gap up as Chris is now starting to fall a little bit behind his Winter? Winter trying to catch up to these two, and Sea-Line. Oh, a little bit late braking there as Valet and Relics now. Oh, there's contact between the Red Bull and the Aston. As Riley's 2 seconds behind Ryan now. Jared setting the pace with a 32.5. 33.9 for Valet. 1.5 seconds down as he looks for the move onto the Mercedes. He's going to take advantage. He does. Riley gets traction up, and Burke takes advantage of that as well. Burke back up into P5. And Noodles now, he's looking a little bit racy here against this Mercedes. Looking a little bit racy here. Just got to be careful as Winter's actually 1 point. So I think Winter might have made a mistake somewhere. Mickey is falling down by the wayside here. I think he might have got some damage somewhere. 3 seconds between Relics and Ryan. And Valet being a little under pressure here from Burke here in the Alfa Romeo. He's now second behind Relics. So Relics has got some breathing room to catch up to Ryan. As we head on to lap number 4. And the rain's still chucking it down here for the Hungaroring. Jared 32.4. Let's see what Relics does. It's a 33.0, so still 0.6 slower than what Jared did And there's yellow flags. Oh, it's Mickey. It's Mickey, and it's a safety car. It's a safety car. Mickey's got no front wing. Well, there we go. There's the first safety car. Mickey loses front wing. So, there we go. You people can be the judge of the safety car of Portugal and here at Hungary. So I believe across the other 3 tiers, I know tier 4 had 3 safety cars, tier 3 had a couple as well. Despite how many people were in that lobby. I'm not sure how many tier 2 had. If someone let me know how many safety cars were in tier 2 last night, that'll be a help. So I think this could be safety car number 9 across the 4 tiers this weekend. So yeah, as Mickey comes back on silhouette, so no inters just yet. I believe this is on reduced as well. So, there we go. I'm not sure what these two are doing here, those young whippersnappers. So, let's just talk about Sea Lion up into P10, made a couple of spots. He's made 4 positions. Wolf Mad Dog up 5. Noodles is up 4. Valet up 2 and Sergio up 1. The biggest loser is Pinju down 4. Acrylics Winter down and Roller down 3. Kahoot down 2. Same with Mickey. Chris, J-Rad and Poms down 1. So they are the winners and losers of the 5 red lights, and the safety car will stay up for 1 more lap. Now with this safety car, it's saying wet or race, but are we going to go to inters?
Okay, I found this on the web for when always what are we gonna go to inches. Check it out.
Shut up, Siri! Jesus Christ, gave me a heart attack. Oh, well, that's going to be clipped forever. If that's not in the new intro next season, I don't know what is. Alright. So, Mickey will be catching up to the rest of the pack. So, yeah, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by one Sirius. Are we going to see any inters running? Or if we don't see any inters, who is going to do the 0 stop? This safety car will help that 0 stop. Yes, Siri did join the booth. As I nearly accidentally threw my phone into the TV. Oh my god. Well, the internet tonight is absolutely fantastic. And Mickey has caught up. Yeah, I know you said that, Wolf, but with safety cars, it can possibly be inters. Because you don't see what's past that last weather index indicator. That's what I'm trying to get at here. And if we get another safety car, I mean, who knows? The safety car is coming in this lap. Which is awesome to see. As the Titans are beating the Tigers. Well, there we go. Alright, it's Jared against Ryan. Part number 745,792. And here we go. Jared's go. Oh, Valley! Valley! Oh, my word! Valley has had an absolute nightmare. Safety car restart. Oh, my days. I think he might have collided with somebody as well. As Burke now trying to make a move onto Relics. Sergio's up at a P5. Cahoot's P7. So Sergio's made a couple of moves already. Oh, Sergio's got Burke. He's got Burke and now Cahoot and C-Line. C-Line, C-Line, C-Line. Oh, there's contact. But they both get through. They both get through. And C-Line gets up into piece. Oh, Cahoot's oh my god, that's a big crash. That is a big crash, and I think Noodles once again has been caught up with Cahoot. I think Acrylics might have got caught up with Valet earlier on. Oh no, well, Acrylics has got a full front wing. Well, has he got car damage? Has he got car damage and he cannot get past Valet, who's got no wing at all? Cahoot looks like he's got no wing damage. He might have got some re-wing damage though. But a look at that shot. But oh my days, what a safety car restart. Valet. Yeah, well, there we go. Cahoot's in. Valet's in and Noodles is also in. 2 weeks in a row, Cahoot and Noodles have caught up with each other. Oh my days, as Wolf wins to the other Aston. Has had a mare as well, and now both Astons are out of the points. Oh my day, Pinju's now made an overtake on the other Aston. Oh my days, what is happening here tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Ryan! Oh, Ryan, that was absolutely nauseating, that was. Oh, he cannot afford to throw away points against Jared. And C-Line gets ahead of Rilo. It's an Alpha 5-6. Jared sets the pace with a 32-1. Oh my days. Can C-Line catch up to this battle between Sergio and Burke? Relic seems like the odd man out here in this top 6 at the moment. And that's no disrespect to Relics. It's just, at the moment, he's just there in P3. I'm sure Muckping will be ecstatic that Relics is in P3. Chris is also in P9. So it's still a double points finish for Red Bull. But man, oh man. Wolf gets Rilo. Primatron, thank you for the follow. Much appreciate you. Hopefully having a fantastic Sunday wherever you may be in the world. Sergio's 2.1 behind Relics. Now, these two do know each other very, very well, so they know each other's pace. I think Sergio might just stay ahead, but I think what will be in his mind is, can Burke close that gap to Relics? That's what he's got to weigh up. He doesn't want to let Burke go through. We're on lap 10 or 35, so if something were to happen, there's still plenty of time to make up. As Mickey gets Jarrad into turn 1 for 14th. But my Kahoot gets a time penalty. My thinking is, will we see quote-unquote team orders between Warden and Berg? I very highly doubt that, as the gap's now 2.5 seconds, so the gap's grown. And Warden, his yellow flag sector, it's Kahoot again, and that probably will be a retirement. Or no? No, he's still going. Yeah, as I was saying, will we see some quote-unquote team orders from Sergio? And he's now trying to pick up the pace, but it's not doing anything. The gap's now 3 seconds. So if Relics were to get a penalty, Relics would still hold on to that P3. As Ryan now sets the pace, Relics sets the pace. 32.7, so 8 tenths a lap between Relics and Sergio already. So yeah, I don't know. And the other obvious fact is, will we see any pit stops? Full wets. I tell you what, if there's no late safety car, I doubt we're going to see any pit stops. So maybe the likes of Mickey, Valet, Noodles, and even Kahoot could possibly catch up when everyone's tyres are about to explode. And let's have a look at this battle, as Mad Dog gets a 3-second time penalty in P11. That's not what he wants for his race. Acrylic's now a 3-second time penalty, but he's virtually all on his own. And yet there's a Ferrari into the pits, and that's probably a retirement. Yep, there it is. As the Haas gets a little bit out of shape there, and it's kind of just 4-car train here. And at the moment, Pinju 1.2 behind Mad Dog. And Riley has a massive train. I think Winter's into the pits. Yes, he is. And it's for a front wing. Well, there we go. Both Aston 17th and 18th. Valet sets the pace. I don't know, man. I don't know. I tell you what, Acrylics, Valet, Winter, Noodles, they will need a safety car as Mad Dog's pushing Showtime. The lone AlphaTauri getting a point if the race were to end now. Oh! And Showtime he's losing so much time to Chris. Now Chris has got a bit of breathing room behind him. Maybe he can just focus on Rilo. And now Pinju has brought Mickey into this fight here. Jared and Palms are just right there as well. Starting just to heat up just a little bit here. And the gap between Relics and Sergio is 4.4 seconds. And I think Berg backed off just to cool down his tyres just a tad. Maybe some overheating issues. This Pinju's outside of a second again. Oh, Rilo! Oh, that could have been nasty. Mad Dog, he backs out of that as well. As Chris getting a little bit tail happy here. Burke's under a second of Warden once again. And now Jared is back within a second of Mickey. Obviously no DRS in the wet. For obvious reasons. But also, chat, let's not forget the real life F1 was already started, but the first race of the season at Bahrain kicks off tonight / tomorrow morning, wherever you may be in the world. Well, it's tomorrow morning for us here in the land down under. At 2 AM, it's going to be fantastic. It's Chris now. Chris, I think he's a little bit too far back for a move. He's a little bit too far back. Yeah, he's got to be... I think he has to be within 3/10. For the move to happen at turn 1 for young Christopher. But yes, Bahrain tonight. What are people's thoughts? Red Bull lock at the front row, 1-2. Alonso's P5, Leclerc, P3, Sainz P4. Is everybody thinking it's going to be a Red Bull 1-2 tonight, or are we going to? Oh, there we go. There we go. Speaking of Red Bull, Chris gets it. There's yellow flags. I think, is that Pinju? No, it's Wolf. Wolf's had a moment, and now this battle is now for P7. Oh, Rilo makes one mistake, and the Red Bull of Chris gets him, and Mukping absolutely fist pumping the air right about now. Well, now an extra couple of points is on the table here for young Christopher. Unfortunately for Rilo, Mad Dog and Acrylics, they've got 3-second time penalties. We've got 21 to go. Pinju 1.8 behind Mad Dog. Ryan gets within a second of Jared. Oh dear. But yes, let us know in the chat and in the YouTube comments. But the race will already been done. But let us know in the chat what people's predictions are for tonight for the real life Bahrain Grand Prix. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be an interesting race. I think it's gonna be a Red Bull 1-2. That P3 is up for grabs. That P3 is 100% up for grabs. You've got the Ferraris, you've got Alonso, you've got the Mercedes, even Stroll with a busted hand. McLaren's in absolutely in the bin, even though that's my team that I follow. But yeah, it's interesting time over at McLaren, 11th and I think 18th, because Gasly had his time deleted in in Q1, I do believe. Winters retired into the pits. So that's one asset, and Jared gets a time. So time penalties are starting to creep in now. As we're just on. Oh, actually, let's have a look at this battle for 1 and 2. We were on the Beck Sergio battle, but Ryan and Jared, and speaking of knowing each other very, very well, these two, well, here we go. And yeah, no, just sitting back is Ryan. Bit too far back, and Chris is 2.1 behind Wolf. But more importantly, Riley's struggling here. And yeah, he's boxing. Riley's boxing, so obviously the no stop for Riley cannot work. Does Riley have any wing damage? That is the question. No, I think it was just tyres. It was just tyres, and we haven't even hit half race distance yet. So Riley will have to go an extra couple of laps on these tyres. Oh, Mickey's had a moment. Mickey's had a moment. He's still got some wing. But is there still... Oh! There we go. Mickey's gone for a couple of spins. And Valet up in the 15th. Maybe Valet can go to the end. It's going to be very, very tough. He will definitely need a safety car. And it's still coming down. No inters yet, but there is some form of a dry line happening. And the close battle is the Jared Ryan battle. Noodles and Rilo are down there. Chris is into the pits. That will be for Rilo. Showtime's in there as well. 8 seconds is the gap between Relics and Sergio here. Both might want to think about an undercut here. And C-Line, he's far enough back to know what Burke is going to do. Mickey is in the pits and out. So no safety car as yet. So as I was saying, C-Line is further back from Burke. So if Burke stays out, maybe we see C-Line pit. Maybe. Let's have a look at the leaders. Let's have a look at any of them going to pit. Neither. And what about Relics? Relics is now boxing. Well, well, well. There we go. And we've now hit half race distance. C-Line stays out for another lap. And Relics will come out in P6. So that's not bad from Relics, actually. He's on the fresher tyres. I thought maybe C-Line could have boxed, maybe. Palms it into the pits. But there's always that threat of a safety car, though. There's always that threat of a safety car. And Valet gets P11. I think Valet can take those wets to the end. But as I said, it is going to be very, very hard. 11.5 seconds between Ryan and Sergio. Are either of these going to pit? No. I don't think these two might. I think if I'm seeing them, maybe you box. Wolf's got a time penalty. So that'll definitely help. And there it is. So Sea Lion's now boxing. Oh, Warden's made a mistake. Warden has made a mistake, and now Burke's onto the podium. Well, there we go. It's still a wet 1, 2, 3, 4. And now Sea Lion is going. He'll come up behind Mad Dog, but he's on the fresh wets and definitely going to go to the end. So Relic will be the one to watch out for here, as he goes purple in the first sector, for obvious reasons. Yeah, I get that, but as I said, there's always the threat of a safety car. Well, Ryan's in. And Burke's in. I think they saw what Relics was doing on these tyres. Can the undercut on Relics? I think he'll get close to Ryan. And there's the fastest lap. Oh, this is going to be close. Ryan now comes out. But Relics is now very, very, very much close to Ryan than what he was before the pits. Now, what is Jared going to do? Is Valet gets Pinja and that are in the pits. Sea Lion gets Mad Dog. And it's now 2.7. So he did gain a bit of time on Sergio. But without Mad Dog, maybe it would have been that much closer. Mad Dog now gets another 3-second time penalty. Well, that's 6 seconds. So maybe Mad Dog's probably won't be the only one to risk it in that top 7 other than Jared. And well, there it is. Jared's in. He's got the gap to Ryan. And Jared's got to go all the way to the other end of the pit lane. Oh, this is also going to be close. Sea Lion put a gap to Mad Dog. I think Mad Dog's just backed off. It's going to be close. There's Jared. There's Ryan. There's Jared. There's Ryan. There's Jared. There's Ryan coming into turn 1. Oh, this is going to be so close. And Jared gets out ahead. Now. Oh, Relic could not get the power down. He could not get the power down. Now the cold wet of Jared. He needs to heat him up very, very quickly, as he's trying to do right there. So we're waiting on Mad Dog and Acrylics to do their first pit stop. They're both in the points. But for how long, I don't know. But speaking of acrylics, he's almost got overtaken by Wolf. They both have 3 seconds of penalty, so they don't want to fight too much and get Noodles into this, but here we go. And Wolf does back out. Oh my days. Oh, Wolf, what are you doing? Well, you have a look at the front three, but no obvious moves yet. But let's have a look at 9th and 10th. Mad Dog's finally boxing. And Noodles is within 3 seconds of Wolf here. That is not good news for Acrylics and Wolf, who both got 3 seconds of time penalties. We're never too far off a safety car. We've had one for a lost wing, so I think anything can happen here. Mad Dog comes out in 14th, but he's on the fresh wets. Fresh wets, other than fresher than anyone's on track at this point in time. As Acrylics now gets another time penalty, so that was Wolf. That's what Wolf wanted, but he's going down the inside. The McLaren man gets the AlphaTauri man, and Wolf does get P8. Wolf does get P8. And then the front three that are just kind of stable at the moment. Fastest lap is still with Relics. A 30.640. Jared and Ryan have not beaten it yet. We've got 12 to go, and well, there we go. Jared goes purple in the first sector. Not sure what Ryan and Relics did. Just watching these. Valet now gets a time penalty. Middle sector, he's up in the middle sector. And not sure what Ryan and Relics did, but I think this could be fastest lap for Jared. Now in the top 6, no penalties. Well, here we go. Yeah, well, there it is. It's a 30.498. And I very much doubt... Oh, Wolf's had a moment! He's had another moment at the exact same corner! And Acrylics gets by him again! But Wolf goes around the outside! Down the inside for the hairpin! What is Acrylics going to do? Is he going to box? No, he stays out for another lap. He's just got to run the... He's just got to risk it at this point now. He's just got to risk it at this point. Or he's got to hold out for a safety car. If I'm Acrylics, I'll just let Noodles go so you don't lose that much more time. That's what I'll be doing if I was Acrylics. You're still in the points. Riley does have a penalty, 3 seconds, and you still got P10. But he's in a battle with Chris at the moment. As Mad Dog and Showtime are going at it. Mad Dog go down the inside of Showtime. Mad Dog with the penalties. Oh, Showtime! Oh! Showtime holds on, but Mantle gets up in the 13th. That could be one to watch out for, as now the front two just flexing their muscles. 2.3 seconds ahead of Relics. Oh, Jared's out! Oh my word! Oh no! Oh no! And what did I say 10 laps ago? What did I say 10 laps ago? There's always a threat of a safety car. That's why I was asking the question on who is going to risk boxing. Well, Acrylics now has just been blessed at the moment. New enters for Acrylics, and he will be absolutely jumping up and down for that. So the second safety car of the race. We've got 10 laps to go. Man, I tell you what. I don't know, man. Valet's got 3 seconds, but he's got to overtake Noodles, Wolf, Sergio, Sea-Line, Burke, Relics, Ryan, and Jared. Ryan's boxing. Now, what does the two alphas want to do here? Well, Burke's in. What does Sea-Line want to do? He's staying out. Burke just stays ahead of Sergio. So Ryan loses out onto Relics. But Ryan's on the fresher wets. Pinju will have a drive-through penalty to serve once that comes. Noodles stays out. Well, you may as well run the risk. You're in the points and track position will be key here. So I think I stay enough for another lap, because Showtime is a fair way back behind. No, I'm pretty sure I said J-Rad. What now? Pretty sure I said it. Oh dear. Oh dear, Monsieur Cahoot. Oh dear. But yes, work does take priority over everything. Other than the obvious, of course. Oh, sorry, Jared's mother. I do apologise. So they got staying up for another lap. Sorry, I got pinned in Discord, so that's why there was some silence. What to do? I mean, Chris, yeah, you got no pens, you got 10 lap of wets, and still chucking him down. There's no point boxing for the inters. But you know what? Let's talk about. Let's see. One of the big talking points is C-Line, whether he could make the step up to Tier 1. Safer has done very, very well. Maybe a top 6 finish on debut for C-Line. This could be the race that determines it. And so far he's done very, very well. The other Wolf has done very well in the McLaren. Let's see. Mad Dog's done okay in the Haas. Was in the points, but he's got 2 penalties. That's not going to help. Pom's down in 13th. He's obviously an AlphaTauri driver, but he's done pretty well as well. Well, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens. Safety car should be in this lap. We're going to have 6 racing laps to go. 6 laps to go. Two safety cars, hopefully no third. It's Jared against Relics. Ryan in P3 and got the Alphas 4 and 5. That will equal their best result of the weekend so far. With 2 cars in the race. But... oh, Relics! And I think... oh no, Chris! Chris, he's had a mare! Chris has had an absolute mare, Relics! I think Valley might have overtaken Noodles before the start finishing line. As Wolf and Sergio are going side by side here now. Wolf does get ahead for P6. Oh, this is not good for Sergio. Valley's down into 9th. Mad Dog's up into P10. Oh no, Chris. I wonder what happened. I wonder what happened to Chris. Apparently Mad Dog has hit Chris. Well, that's going to be interesting. Oh, C-Line, he might just need to do some hidden orders here. Let Burt go through, I think. Burt clearly on the quicker tyre at this point in time. I thought there was contact there. I thought there was a little bit of contact there. And now Ryan, using that battery, Pinger's doing his drive-through. And Ryan does get Relics, but Relics looking for the switchback of Dream. Oh, there's more contact between these two. There is more contact between those two, and Relic holds on. Relics holds on. C-Line's catching up to these two. Oh my days. Oh my days. Riley gets another time penalty. That is not what he needs. He does not want that. Yeah. It looks like Jared will extend his championship and Mando gets another 3-second time penalty. And Riley does get Mad Dog. Valet gets Noodles for PA, but Valet does have a penalty. Oh! Oh, this is going to be close. This is going to be... Mad Dog's into the pits. He might have got some damage earlier on. Oh! Mad Dog's retired from the session. Oh, the squeeze! The squeeze! Oh, Ryan he'll be absolutely angry under that helmet. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! And the Alphas are right there as well. Ryan finally gets ahead of Relics. Ryan finally gets ahead of Relics, and now Relics is under pressure from the two Alpha Remainers. Oh my days! It's all happening here at the Hungary ring, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Relics is getting all out of shape. What does Burke want to do? He sees a podium in sight. He's maybe C-Line just has to play the team game here. Let Burke pass you on this straight. You want to maximize the points. And still nothing. Oh, the Alpha Romeo team principal will be absolutely biting their fingernails. Oh, Wolf and Sergio got side by side now. Oh, someone's absolutely going to die. No. Yes. No. No one has. And Sergio's back up into P6. These yellow flags. Oh, it's Rilo. Riley's doing some Carly Minogues, but let's get back up here. Ryan is 3.5 seconds behind Jared. With 3 laps to go. No safety car can come out. If it does, it'll be for a lap. This has to be the lap that C-Line lets Burke go through, because Relics is absolutely struggling here. Jared, fastest lap. We've got 2 to go. As Relics is trying to break the slipstream. Oh, come on, C-Line, C-Line, C-Line. Hold back. And Riley's into the pits. I'm surprised it's not a retirement. But fair play to Riley, because anything can happen. No safety car can come out. But 5 DNFs, he's get P10. And you never know with stewards. You never know with stewards. Anything could happen there. Valet gets Sergio. Now, that looked a little bit sus there. Final lap of the race. Valet does have that 3-second time penalty next to his name. So he will drop back. So let's get the penalties. Let's have a look at gaps to leaders. So he will likely finish in P8 with Valet. Because Poms is a fair way off Noodles at the moment. And Valet's struggling. Oh, the internet. The internet. Jared through the chicane. Well, it's been total domination from Jared 99. Pole in the win. Pretty sure he got pole. Yeah, he got pole position. It's been an interesting race all throughout. But Jared coming through the second last hairpin, coming towards the final corner. Jared is going to extend his championship lead over Ryan. And he's pulled a gap on to Valet once again. Jared wins. Ryan will get P2. Relics in the end will just hold on for P3. C-Line on debut will get P4. It's a 4-5 for Alfa Romeo. Sergio gets P6, Noodles P7, Valet P8, Wolf P9, Poms for the 87, he will get P10, Showtime will get P11, Acrylics will go down the order, Chris will get P12, Acrylics 13th, Pinju will get 14th. No, he won't. Yes, he will. And Rilo will get 15th and last. Oh, dear, yeah, a few people have already left the session, and it's gonna be... There's gonna be some stewards' inquiries, you would think, coming in after the race here. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, our partner over at Wallaby will be having their T3 race at Mexico. It is a sprint round over there at Wallaby. So straight after OCE finishes, head towards the Wallaby Twitch and give them a follow. And also tomorrow night is Rapid Racing Leagues Div 4 and Div 2 at Australia. That is also a sprint round, and I can't get the 3 in, but I can get invite to party. Can I get Ryan in? Yes. I can't get Jared in. Huh. Well, I've got him in, as I'll go to get the race stuff. There he is. So Jared wins from Ryan. Ryan does get fast lap point as well, so that's some consolation. Relics P3, Sailor P4, Burke P5, Sergio P6, Noodles P7, Valor P8, Wolf P9, Poms P10, Rashad Tom, Chris, Critics, Pinja, Rallo, Dinas, Amanda, J-Rad, Mickey, Winter, and Kahoot. Just waiting on one Monsieur Ryan. I sent him another invite. I don't have Jared on. He might not be on unless he say no. We'll give Ryan and Jade a couple of more. Actually, you know what? I'll do this. There we go. It's joinable for Ryan and Jared to join in, but I would think they are not joining. Let's have a look. No, they're not. But we got Relics in. Well, Relics P3. Got a bit dicey towards the end there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, trying to defend the spot as hard as I could. I defend the inside. I committed to it, so didn't double move or anything, but he quick followers. So I'm happy with P3. I'll take it. Unfortunately for Red Bull, we need more points, but
yeah. Well, Chris
I'll try and beat the front too, but it's pretty impossible.
Well, we saw what happened with Chris on the safety car race. So I think apparently chat was saying he was taken out on the safety car restart.
Yeah,
so
he was taken out apparently, and I heard in party chat that he was taken out. So he's been pretty unlucky, I think. So.
Well, Britain is next week. What are your thoughts on that track?
I like Britain. Probably not the quickest there, but I like Britain. Yeah, should be good.
Well, GG's on a well-deserved P3. Hopefully we'll see you on the podium next week. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. We are done for the Hungary. What an event for 4 days it's been across the 4 tiers. But yes, next week is the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. It's kicking off on Thursday with Tier 4. We've got Tier 3 on Thursday, Tier 2 on Saturday, and Tier 1 next Sunday. But as I said, do not forget, straight after here, we go join the Wallaby stream. They have Mexico as their sprint round coming up. And tomorrow night is Div 4, Div 2 at Australia, which is a sprint race weekend as well. So another sprint race, 2 in a couple of days. So that is going to be fantastic. And Div 1 is on Tuesday and Div 3 on Wednesday. And we come back to OCE on Thursday. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. We are done. We're out of here. We'll see you all over at Britain.
If you want to look as beautiful, sexy, and handsome as this man right here is trying to become a back-to-back overall winner, go to Sully's Shirts today, ladies and gentlemen. Check out our store. It's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And you can get this.
I've been hit.
Well, that's in rapid swap. Anyway, here's the YouTube channel as well. Check out our races. Check it all out. The best, the good, and absolutely everything. And don't forget our Twitch channel as well. It is an absolutely gorgeous Twitch channel. Follow, subscribe, and give us the love. And our partners, of course, Rapid Racing League and Wallaby Racing League.